Hi, it's Claire here, and welcome to Insomnia, the gaming festival. In this series, it's the job interviews. Yes, we are meeting some of the wonderful guests that are appearing at Insomnia I-71 in September. And I am very, very happy to welcome the wonderful, yes, it's Ben Starr, who plays Clive Rosfield in Final Fantasy XVI. Thank you for joining us, Ben. Are you excited about Insomnia?
I'm very excited about Insomnia. Yeah, yeah. I it's been such a strange experience where I haven't had the opportunity to meet many fans since the game has come out. So this will be a baptism to meet people, and I'm nervous, but I'm also really excited.
It'll be great. Before this interview started, I was telling Ben about how amazing Insomnia was and he's going to have a great time. But it's interesting, you've been doing so much press for Final Fantasy and you've been on
Yeah.
a whirlwind since it came out. But you said you've not had a chance to meet any fans really, but have you met any of them? And for the ones that you have met, what has the feedback been like?
So I before the game came out, there was a big press launch in Los Angeles where I got to meet like 1,500 Final Fantasy fans, and that was crazy. If I was to stop like for about 10 seconds, there would be lots of people wanting to talk. And like I get it because I'm a massive fan of these games anyway. So I would be the person immediately being like, "Can I talk to you?" So I tried to make a point of talking to absolutely everyone, which was bad for my health, but good for my soul, which which I really liked. Um, and on the day the game came out, I got stopped. I was holding two bottles of rosé, and I was going to a garden party on the day that it came out, or the day after it came out. And this guy just went, "Final Fantasy," and I went, "Yes," and held up the two bottles of rosé and went, "Have a nice day." And that is the only time I have been recognised for it. And even though like Clive's face is on buses all over London, um, it's obviously not my face, so it doesn't really make any difference. But yeah, it's been interesting, and I know there are lots of people out there who are enjoying it. So to actually have them all condensed into one small space is going to be quite an experience.
Oh man, I know you're a nerd, and these are like, I mean, you grew up with video games, and this is incredible. What would your like teenage or your child sort of self say to you now? Like, I mean, like a dream job, right? It's an absolute dream.
It's the dream job. It's the one job that I don't think I will ever do anything that I'm as proud of being a part of, because of how much Final Fantasy meant to me as a kid growing up. So no, I don't think I could ever do anything as meaningful to my 11 to 18-year-old self. I mean, even to my 25-year-old self. Like I have been continued to play these games. I get them on the first day that they come out. I play them. I rinse every possible thing about these games. And so the fact that I have been a part of it in this way behind the curtain is strange. And I don't think I'll do anything like this, that has that much emotional resonance for me than this ever again.
And tell me what it was like that the first day you step into the booth. You're like, right, I
Yeah.
know you obviously I know it's top secret and they tell you these things last minute or as you get them. You
Mhm.
don't know when you obviously first got the role, but say you know now, you know what the role is, you know the game, you can't tell anyone and you're stepping into the booth for the first time. What was that like? Were you nervous? You still, I mean, you must still get nervous. You're a human, you know?
No, what are you talking about? I'm not a human. You got the wrong guy. I was so scared. I think I was probably. I did think I was going to get fined for a very long time because it just did that. This stuff doesn't happen to people, does it? That isn't my life. I don't get to be the lead. Only bad things happen to me, not good things. So I felt like that at all opportunities, it was going to get taken away from me. And so, yeah, the first couple of weeks were pretty terrifying. I lost my voice. I thought, well, I didn't lose my voice. I hurt my throat because you just want to give it your all. You like, yeah, I can do this, and you push yourself. It's that thing of like your parents going, don't show off, don't show off. You'll hurt yourself. And guess what? Ben hurt himself, and so I think I was essentially just having a vocal limp essentially for for a long period of time because I just really hurt the back of my throat. So it's just me having all the tonics. But then over the 4 years that it took us to do the game, I got very, very used to understand because I pushed myself so hard in those first couple of weeks. I knew what my limitations were. And it meant that going forward, I was far more professional. I was far more equipped for each session. I knew what each session required and what it required to bring Clive to life because there's so much that goes into it. Like there's all the battle grunts, there's all of the crying, there's all of the brooding, there's just so much technical stuff vocally that goes into it. He transforms into a giant beast. It's like that's gonna do something to your vocal cords. So it's about figuring out how you control that. And because I so royally screwed up in the first 3 weeks, I learned how to control it a lot better, which stood me in great stead for the next 4 years.
You're living with a character for quite a long time then as an actor, you're really living it. And
Yeah.
so I'm always interested to know when an actor lets go of that character, when you finish the job, how do you feel? Is there a sense of like sadness because you've lived with that character for so long and it's such a great character, so many layers? How did you feel when you let it go?
Well, it's crazy because it's not like a play. It's not like I do something, it exists, and then it's gone. These people have experienced it in the 500 people or 1,000 people that are in the theatre, and then we just move on with it. Like Clive, my journey with Clive ended, and then Clive began in another form, which is people started playing it. So I don't think I'm ever going to let this character go because it won't let me. It's there forever. Um, he's on the side of buses. So it's a new relationship with this character that goes, it stops being mine and it starts being other people's. But at the same time, it will always be mine. And now I have that relationship where other people are experiencing the journey that I went on for the first time, and they can share their stories with me. So Clive is never really gone from that for me, which is pretty neat. And because of the nature of how this game plays out and what Clive's journey is, I think it does resonate. And that's how vulnerable he is. It resonates with a lot of people. And I have opened myself up to fans to say, please tell me about your experiences. I want to know. And they have been very forthcoming in sharing their experiences. And while I cannot respond to every single one, I do read some of them because it's really beautiful, because a lot of their experiences echo my own with these games. And so it's really, really comforting. I couldn't answer every single person, because lots of people really, really appreciate it. And I think it's a testament to these games and how much these games for the past 35, 36 years now have resonated with people, and how they continue to in 2023 and beyond.
And finally, before we speak to Clive, because we have to interview
Yes.
him for this job, of course,
Mm.
Ben, for those who want to come and see you at Insomnia, and come and meet you, what would you say to them? What can they expect from the Ben Starr experience?
The Ben Starr experience is silly. I'm a very silly person. When you meet me in person, you'll be like, oh, he's not really like Clive. I'm just a goofball, so don't worry. Like, come up to me, talk to me. I love talking to people. I love that interaction with people. I feed off other human beings. So come and have a chat. I'm always really open to that, and I want to know your stories. I want to know. I'm based. I would be on the other side. I would be the person queuing up to meet whoever was playing Clive. So please, that's what your experience is going to get. You're going to get silly jokes, maybe a few laughs, and I imagine you'll probably want me to say some lines from the game. That often happens. But yeah, just don't make me say anything sordid. That's it. Don't do that.
Keep it clean, people. Keep it clean.
Keep it clean, please. I understand the internet chooses not to, but let's just. Insomnia, the gaming festival, is a place for all the family. Please.
Yes, keep it clean. Now, Ben, I understand Clive is ready to speak to us. We do have to interview Clive for this position. It's very, very important. So could we please speak to Clive? Clive, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Oh, okay, hi Clive. Okay, thank you very much for interviewing today. I'm Claire. I will be your interviewer. First of all, Clive, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am the first son of the Archduke of Rosaria, Elwyn Rosfield. And I am a member of the Cursebreakers. I seek to create a new world, a better world, a world where women and men can live and die on their own terms. And that's what I seek for.
Okay, I'm going to write that down. Big ambitions / quite serious. Okay, great. All right, now, Clive, what is your biggest strength?
My biggest strength is my ability to absorb the power of the icons.
Okay,
I have the ability
wow.
to wield powerful monsters against my will and use it to forge a new path.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm not sure if we can use that in a team environment, but okay, might be quite happy. Maybe quite good to on our fun team days out. But okay, fine. And what about your weaknesses? Any weaknesses? You sound very powerful, but I need to know about your weaknesses.
I wouldn't say I have any, but I would say that maybe some people would try and take advantage of my kindness. I'd say although I have an exterior that is incredibly strong, very, very attractive, people have noted that. I would say that my love of my friends can sometimes be seen as a weakness, taken advantage of, because I am incredibly single-minded. You can tell me not to do something and I will simply do it. Sometimes I don't take instruction very well. That's made very clear. I'll sometimes just run at an obstacle, not really think about the consequences, but fortunately, I am incredibly strong, so usually it goes my way.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna just write that down. Highly confident. Okay, we need a man with your talents. All right, and we mentioned team players working in a team earlier on. Are you quite a team player? How would you describe yourself with a team?
Everything I do for my friends. I do for my family. I do to make sure that this world can be better. And I have an amazing group of people who support me. I have Jill, I have Sid, I have Gav. These people who I can work with, who I can rely on, but ultimately who understand how I can be the best version of me possible. So yes, I'd say I have a lot of team experience. Thanks for asking.
Okay, all right. Okay, we're just a big tick next to that one. Okay, and your interests outside of work, Clive. We do need someone who isn't just obsessed with work all the time.
I'd say my greatest interest is probably just sitting alone in the hideaway listening to the orchestrion. The beautiful music that it emits is incredibly calming. I also have a diary. I like to write my thoughts. They help me remember. Sometimes it helps me forget. So yes, I'll just sit alone in my solar, penning my thoughts.
Okay, I like that. You sound very serious, Clive. I do recommend tea and biscuits. It's a good way to cheer. It's just a good way to just cheer you up a little bit. You'll get some humour about you, Clive. And tell me, lovely Clive. Finally, why should we hire you for this position of guest at Insomnia, the gaming festival?
I don't think you need to hide me. I think you've already made that choice. I wouldn't be here otherwise. I would say, Claire, if I may call you that.
Yes, you may.
That you need me. You know the strength that I possess. And I'm standing here not asking, I am demanding that you let me in. Because I have business there. I have people to meet. I have friends to make. And I have enemies to kill. So Claire, you will let me into Insomnia, whether you like it or not.
Well, I'll be the judge of that. Yes, you've got the job, Clive. You've got the job. I look forward to seeing you, and so do the team. We need a man of your talents, and I'll bring the biscuits. It sounds like you need one. Thank you very much, Clive. And well, can we have Ben back now? Ben, are you there?
So as I was saying, whoa, what happened?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! You're like a whole different person now. Hi, Ben. Hi. Well, I can tell you, Clive got the job. Clive got the job. Yes, he did.
I wouldn't know. I only take pictures for him. I've never met him personally. And his personal photography.
He's a very intense fellow. That's for sure. I heard rumors, but wow. Ben, I am really looking forward to seeing you at Insomnia. It'll be absolutely wonderful. Birmingham is great fun, and I'm sure all of the fans in the community cannot wait to meet you. So thank you very much for taking part. Guys, tickets are still available now, and all of the links are in the description as well if you're watching along on YouTube. We look forward to seeing you soon. I've been Claire. This is Ben. Take care.